So you're looking to hire a marketing company for your roofing business. Well, I'm gonna stop you right there because there's some things that you must know before you do that that'll save you thousands of dollars and months of headache and wasted time. Essentially, I'm biased as our roofing advertising agency myself, but these are must knows. This is a resource for you business owners so you know what to do. I'm just gonna be so frank with you. Your success with marketing depends on you. So no matter what results marketing companies will promise you, it doesn't apply to every company. It's not apples and apples. Like you versus a company that's a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, will get drastically different results. And I'll tell you why. Because if you sign up to work with a marketing company and you don't have creatives, you're not digitally established, you don't have a Google My Business profile, even if you do have one, it has barely any reviews, if any, and you also are not posting regularly on social media, you're kind of just unknown, just completely offline business, you're going to have a tough time. Your costs to get customers is going to be much higher than a company that's already established. Granted, let's say you do have that. You might not have the creatives or photos that are good enough to actually get results. So let's say you're running Facebook ads. If you don't have good creatives that are actually known to perform and you take really bad quality photos or use stock photos, you're not going to get very good results. You must also understand that it costs a lot of money to acquire a customer relative to what you think it costs. It's more expensive. It'll only continue getting more expensive. That's why it's important that you pick someone who's able to guide you through the process and set good expectations of what they need from you in order to make it successful. Because marketing, it doesn't work for everyone. The second thing you must know is that it doesn't matter how good the results you get from marketing is, if your sales process is not dialed in, and I mean, if you are a solo salesperson at your roofing company as the owner, or if you have a sales rep that's proven to sell referrals really well or door knocking, but hasn't sold online paid traffic leads before, you're gonna have a little bit of a tough time. And what I mean by that is it's a little bit more difficult for less established companies with less dialed in sales processes to close leads from sources that they're not used to. Yes, you or your rep might be closing at, let's say, 30 to 40%, or maybe even higher. You say that you're closing at 90%. That's not the case when it comes to different lead sources. It's really important that you understand your closing rate and actual data before you go in ahead and create any financial projections for the amount of money that you're going to make from marketing. The third thing is you got to pick a company that specializes at one thing or very few things, and that doesn't put their time in many other things. And the way you can tell this is by actually like looking at their website and seeing what it is that they position themselves as. So for example, if you were to go to my company's website, roofignite.com, you'd notice that we literally just talk about the people that we help and what we do for them. That's it. We don't talk about a bunch of services. And so it's very important that you pick someone that only helps what it is that's relevant to you, because it means that they're experts who have done it for other people. You also have to make sure that they have testimonials. And a good question to ask is, so Mr. Marketing Agency owner, what's your client retention rate? Now, what does that mean? That essentially means how long do they keep their average client? If it's below a couple months, that's not a good sign. That means that it's likely they're either taking on the wrong clients or they can't deliver results. It all leads back to the marketing company. The marketing company should tell you whether you're going to succeed with them or not, whether that be your fault or their fault. Just give you that expectation ahead of time. I also want to make it very clear that you should ask that question about retention, but on top of that, if you want to go a little deeper, can you show me a screenshot of your payment processor so I can see what percentage of clients you've refunded in the past? You also want to check out if they have like client contracts, how definitive and how anal it is that, the terms actually say, let's say they promise guarantees. Is it in writing? You want to make sure that you're protected before moving into an agreement. This next one is so important. You have to make sure that you're not locked into a month-long contract. Marketing companies from their perspective like to do this because number one, the best clients that they have get the best results from sticking with them for a long amount of time, but it doesn't really matter. If you're spending a lot of money, if you're spending between six to above $6,000 a month on ads, you get results relatively quick. So you don't need months to decide if this is working for you or not. Maybe just over a month at most. And so you want to be weary of the people that lock you into contracts because what they're essentially communicating is, I don't know how to get results in the beginning, and so I just need to squeeze as much money that I can out of this person who doesn't know any better. Better be the person that actually prepares yourself in order to get the results that you deserve. I want to talk about something extremely important as well, which is how much you pay this marketing company or how much they charge you. So, something that I notice is that there's a lot of marketing companies that charge fixed retainers, which is actually a bad thing for you as the roofing business who seeks marketing help from them. Yes, it might seem cheaper and better to go with a cheaper company because your expenses are lower. But I want to make you understand through my own experience as a business owner, spending 5 figures a month, almost 6 figures on marketing, that if you don't have the right people and systems in place, if you're not paying them enough money to incentivize them to help you grow at scale, or give or like have an incentive to pay people to get you results, you're not going to succeed because there's no model based off of what it is that you actually get results for to how you want to pay them. You have to make sure that it's an incentive model, whether that be like X amount of appointments or like closed deals. It should be like incremental. As you scale up, you have to make sure that the marketing company is actually charging you more money, because it'll reach a point where, okay, you might be getting great services, but later down the line, what you're going to deal with is you're going to get poorer and poorer results because you keep paying the same fixed amount, compared to if you were to just pay them what they deserve, which, it's a little hit to your expenses, but what it does is your overall profits increase because you're investing into them. They want to give you good results. They won't be resentful because they have so many new clients that they have to handle, maybe some that even pay them more. Don't be that guy that cheaps out. And the last thing I really want to make clear is data. Do you have actual financial models from your own company for how much it costs to acquire a customer? Do you have financial models for your average cost to get on an appointment, or the average cost of your roof, like overall? Because you should present this to a marketing company and they should be able to plot out financial models. If you spend 5,000, you get X result. If you spend 10,000, you get X, Y result. If you spend 15,000, you get Z result. Because what that shows is that they've worked with the other companies in the past. It's not bullshit. You can actually go and look and ask for testimonials for these companies, ask them about those numbers and compare it to other things that you've heard in the past, and actually talk to multiple companies, especially if you're inquiring about one service. It's really important that you pick one thing to work on at a time, because if you start to scatter your time and attention and try to look at different avenues of getting customers, essentially you're just screwing yourself. You're shooting yourself in the foot because you haven't even figured out one. So just focus on one thing, make sure that it works, have actual data so that you can be confident in making your decision and knowing you're hiring the right people. Now look, this is going to help you halfway there. This also comes down to experience, how far along in your business and how developed your business actually is, because usually you're able to spot a bullshitter immediately, or maybe they take a little bit of time to reveal themselves. Essentially, the best things to know is what I've told you in this video, and they'll communicate. They'll be so upfront with you and solve your concerns that you have about them if they're actually good, because they understand what people are actually concerned about. And so they're going to speak directly to what you're thinking. And if they don't, I mean, that's a sign that they don't know who their customer is. Or like if you go to a homeowner's house, you already know what they're thinking about, but you might contact the marketing company, they speak to you and it feels so bizarre. It'll feel off. The last thing really is that you have a good feeling about these people. They've done it for other people. You can trust them. The person that you've talked to, whether it be a salesperson, that's okay, or it'd be like the owner themselves, they make you understand the value and they actually understand your needs so that you know that this is going to be a beneficial relationship. I hope this video was helpful. If you want more content and essentially how to make marketing successful for your roofing company, the things in order to get to the scale of 7 to 8 figure growth, you should subscribe to my YouTube channel, Roof Ignite. I post regular content here for roofing companies, both under and doing more than 2.5 million a year, on how to grow their business with proven tactics from what's working best for my 50 clients. So do the thing, and I'll see you soon.